I don't know if you can see it, hopefully. There's a helicopter that's been flying around here. Route 20, Massasoit, South Plaza. There it is in the distance there. And it's black and yellow. And I swear it's an Amazon helicopter. But I actually was just on the phone with the guy who was my recruiter at Amazon in Milford. And he said that the big cheeses are in town in Worcester, believe it or not. Already looking at that site that was proposed by city government. So, I mean, I don't know if it photographs well the way I'm doing this, but you can only try. It's just evidence that obviously this is moving pretty damn quick. I mean, a company like that's aggressive as hell anyways, but this is the complex. This is my little slice of heaven here. Just a little condo with a stone wall and a couple of gardens. Little garden. And there's that helicopter on that side. I don't know if you can see it, but it's been 15-20 minutes. That thing has been patrolling around this area, Massasoit Village, what it was called back in the 40s. And I'm off of Blythewood on Oakwood Lane, but that helicopter has been circling Route 20, which is over in that direction. And if you go way up, heading west on Route 20 towards Charlton, Oxford, that area, Auburn, the big incinerator tower is on the left-hand side. But you can see this helicopter is coming right towards me now. It's kind of funny because he's just been patrolling around and around and around. So they're obviously looking at getting a bird's eye view of potential proposed site, which is all of South Plaza, the 99, Chuck E. Cheese, the old Big Y, CVS. There's a Chinese restaurant in there, that plaza, and then the whole entire area from Grafton Street to Route 20, and there he is right above me. So I don't know if they're looking at residences and they're looking at, you know, the lay of the land, obviously, getting a bird's eye view, that's for sure. But that thing, like I say, 20 minutes, pushing half hour anyways, that this has been circling around. I don't know if you can see the markings. It's a black helicopter with orange, and it looks like an A on the side of it, as in Amazon. I mean, and that's him down by Grafton Street right now. He's over Grafton Street, kind of between Sunderland, which leads down to Lake Avenue, and then Lake Quincy. But you're close to UMass Medical Center, you're close to Lake Quincy, all the amenities there. And obviously they are just scouting out the area. So that now that'd be him going towards Millbury, Grafton. Right now he'd be kind of sort of over Wyman Gordon's on Grafton Street in Grafton. And then turning now where he'd be hitting Route 20 and the proposed site at South Plaza. Southwest Commons, Southwest Cutoff, whatever you want to call that whole region. But there he is going right up Route 20 again. And maybe I'm beating a dead horse here, but there's no question that you've got a heavy hitter from Amazon who's scouting out the site, or proposed site. And what else can I tell you that you might need to know? I mean, $650 million is what the city budget is. And they're saying that $1.3 billion and a $500 million investment that the city was talking about making. And that, you know, you're going to bring in $1.3 billion? Yeah. What do you sign? So, it's kind of funny because now, with my camera here, I wouldn't be surprised seeing how I'm on the ridge line of the watershed if he comes right towards me. Because the cat's out of the bag, dude. We're on to you. Maybe that's what they want, you know? The city talks about the free publicity that the city's getting. What about the publicity Amazon's getting? Just don't pee out the window on top of me, guys. 'Cause that would be something that the knuckleheads at Empire would have done back in the day, Steve? I'm going to send this on to Bill Skerry as well, with Keller Williams, who's from Newton, lives in Norwood, and longtime friend going back to our days in Newport, Rhode Island together for 3 years. But I like the idea that my property values might increase in this particular area since I live on this neck of the woods. And if 107 Blythewood Avenue is affordable, and extremely affordable because there's a boatload of work that needs to be done to that property, then I'm all over it. I think it's a huge opportunity, and not to mention Tufts University, Cummins School of Veterinary Medicine, has no housing for their students. So like this unit right here that I'm pointing at right now, there's ours, and then to our left, that unit right there, there's 3 girls from Tufts University, all from New Jersey. Lovely girls, who all have their undergraduate degrees from other universities, one in particular from URI, Meredith, and they rent that unit, $500 for each bedroom, so $1,500 a month for the 3 bedrooms, and that pretty much covers the nut as far as the mortgage goes for said owner, who's owned it for 1987 or 88, I think he said. But we're just doing laps here. Here's back to Route 20. Actually a little bit further away, so he's more towards Grafton, Millbury, and maybe like right about there, he'd probably be over Wyman Gordon's there, and then coming up on the Millbury side of Route 20. So I'm sure they're looking at residential communities and what's close to the proposed site as far as housing and whatnot. That would be my guess. What the hell do I know? I'm a fucking immigrant. How's that for French? It's got to be kind of funny, because if they're up there with binoculars or whatever, they're probably sitting here looking at me with this camera saying like, look at this numpty videoing us. Well, welcome to Worcester, hopefully. And it looks like you're about to say goodbye, taking a heading towards Boston, which very well may be where they're out of. So that's him gone up Route 20, up towards the Teamsters, Local 170 offices, and the incinerator, the waste management. And then he is vacating the facility and heading on out of here, probably heading back towards Logan, or wherever he flew out of. But that's the skinny, no doubt about it. That was an Amazon helicopter. So, unless they have a blimp and that's how they go about getting some marketing out there via the airwaves, you got me. Oh yeah, we're on target. Lastly, don't ever forget, none shall pass. That's 8 minutes and 50 seconds of dribble. Yes, I do have a slingshot for the local wildlife to go with my bow over there, as well as a couple of cold beers for later. And we'll take it from there. 9 minutes. Thanks, guys. Hopefully that's 9 minutes of your life you can get back. Happy Halloween.